When the kidnapper went to the child's school, he used the information that the mother had posted on Facebook. So he went and said, "Hey, Timmy, it's me. I'm friends with your Uncle John. Remember last summer you guys went to Uncle John's house? Yeah, I know your mom." Used a lot of personal information and said, "Oh, your mommy asked me to come and pick you up." And because the child was like, "Okay, this person seems to know my mom and so many things about me. Surely they must know me." Here are 5 reasons why you want to keep your life private. Number 1, not everyone that's listening is your friend. You cannot trust just anyone with certain information about your life. Even your so-called friends could be gossiping about you behind your back. And there's some people who reveal information about you, private information about you, by mistake. Like if you have like friends who talk a lot, they might share something private or personal about you to someone else, and they don't mean it in like a spiteful way. It could have just slipped out. But the truth of the matter is that information is out, and it's out there, and people know that thing about you. And there's just some things about you that you don't need the world knowing. And the more people know about you, the more they can use that information to judge you. So you have to be very careful with the type of people that you share information with and you share your life with. It's important to keep some things about yourself private. It's only coming to this country that I realized that the women in this country do not understand the meaning of the word discretion. They will talk about everything. They will talk about your personal life. They will talk about your private life. They will share everything out there. And one thing that really annoys me, especially about American women share too much information about their lives, especially their relationship. Like, why do I need to know what your partner is like in bed? Why do I need to know what his thing looks like? Why do I need to know how long he lasted last time? You guys share too much. And you don't understand that the people that are listening to you may be listening, but they don't mean well. Some of you share details of your life that someone else can use to sabotage your life. Some of you guys are in the predicaments that you're in because you opened your mouth and revealed some secrets that you were not supposed to reveal, and your enemies have used that to gain access into your home and destroy you. Stop oversharing. Learn discretion. Learn to not talk too much. Listen more. Ask questions more. Because like most people feel the pressure to share because like when there's like an awkward like silence or the other person has spoken, they feel like they have to speak, and the more you speak, the more you say something you're not supposed to say. So here's a trick for you guys, okay? Listen more and ask questions. What's going to happen is that the other person is going to keep talking and they're going to keep saying whatever they have to say or answer the questions that you ask them. It's like you're still engaged in a conversation, but you're not revealing anything personal about you. Stop oversharing. Not everybody who's listening cares. Number 2, the second reason why you want to keep your life private is safety. In this day and age of social media, everything is on the internet. It's so easy for someone to target you and find out where you live, your favorite restaurant, where you went on vacation last summer, the color of your car, like your cell phone number, your email. It's so easy for the wrong person to get access to some of this information because you people share too much. You put everything on the internet. I read about this true story on the news. So heartbreaking. This child got kidnapped. And how did it happen? His parents or the mom posted like a picture of him on the first day of school, like posted him in his uniform and tagged his school or whatever, or mentioned his school in a caption like, "Oh, Timmy on his first day of school at Johnson's elementary school or kindergarten," or whatever it was. and then posted it online. And because this mother has a habit of posting a lot of things about their children, posting their nicknames, posting the color, posting pictures with their backpacks, posting like so many like private information. When the kidnapper went to the child's school, he used the information that the mother had posted on Facebook. So he went and said, "Hey Timmy, it's me. I'm friends with your Uncle John. Remember last summer you guys went to Uncle John's house? Yeah, I know your mom." Used a lot of personal information and said, "Oh, your mommy asked me to come and pick you up." And because the child was like, "Okay, this person seems to know my mom and so many things about me. Surely they must know me." And the poor child just followed the man into the car, and they never saw the child again. We have to stop oversharing. Like, stop putting your whole life on the internet. Some of you, when you have a good day, we know. When you have a bad day, we know. When you're struggling, we know. When you're depressed, we know. When you had a promotion at work, we know. When you got fired, we know. Why should I have never met you a day in my life, but I know your whole life. That's ridiculous. You guys overshare. Learn to be discreet, because not everybody that is on your friends list on Facebook and IG and Snapchat and whatever means well. The less you share your life online, the less you share about your day, the safer you will be. It's easier for like stalkers and hackers and human traffickers and kidnappers and all these crazy people to be able to find you when your whole life is on the internet for people to see. But it's harder for these people to find you when they don't know much about you. Like on Facebook, my birthday is not on there, the state that I'm living in is not on there. Like, there's nothing private about me on Facebook. Like, I don't live where I used to live, and I have not announced it on Facebook. Oh, Grace Marie relocated to Mississippi. Obviously, I don't live in Mississippi, but people, you put that on Facebook, you tag the location of the restaurant you were eating in. If your stalker wants to find you, you've made it so easy. The cases of kidnapping and human trafficking, they are at an all-time high because you guys make it easy for these people. Stop oversharing. Keep some things to yourself. Number 3, the less you share, the less you have to explain to people or give people explanations for things in your life. Let me use the example of people who every time they get into a relationship, they will post it on Facebook. Like, Jane is in a relationship with John, and then 2 days later, Jane is single, and then 3 days later, Jane is in a relationship with Jack, and then 2 days later, Jane is single, or Jane is in a relationship with Tyler. I'm like, wait, hold on, Jane, 2 weeks ago you got into a relationship with John. Who's Tyler? When did the relationship with Jack end? It's like a soap opera, but in real life, and it's like the next time they get into a relationship with a new guy, people in the comments are like, "Yo, what happened with Jack? What happened to John?" Like, I've seen this happen when people actually ask questions like, "Wait, I thought you were with Andrew." If she never shared that she was with Jack and she gets into a relationship with Tyler, nobody would know and nobody would care, right? She won't have to explain to people that, "Oh no, I'm not cheating on Jack, I'm now with Tyler," and sharing less information means that you get to keep your business to yourself. Like, your business is not out there in the streets. People don't have any ammo or reason to talk about you. Nobody knows your life. Nobody knows how you move. Your private life is to yourself. You keep that information to yourself, and because more people don't know about your life, you don't have to explain certain things to people because you have not brought them into that aspect of your life. Because the minute you share something, whether you want people to get involved or not, people will get involved. The minute you share maybe like your relationship problems with your friends, they will have an opinion. The minute you share something with somebody, you have opened the door for opinions. But if you don't share, nobody will have an opinion. Nobody would be all up in your business. Your business is yours. And the 4th reason is peace peace of mind. You know, when people don't know your business, you don't have that pressure to have them like validate you or validate your life. And since you've made it a habit of not relying on people's opinions, because a lot of times people share because they want people to validate them, they want people to say things that will make them feel good. Since you've created this habit of being private, you don't rely on the validation of people. You don't care what people think about you, what people think about your life. People are not talking about your business. They can speculate, but they don't really know. And which leads me to point number 5. When you don't share a lot of your life, like people don't know much about you, it makes you very mysterious and irresistible. Like there's something about mystery that makes human beings so intrigued. Because it's like the less they know about you, the more fascinating you become, the more interesting you become. You're like an enigma. Nobody really knows like what's going on with her. Who is she dating this time? What is she working on? They want to know more about you. You have become this like mysterious, exotic being. But when you're an open book, you're not interesting. Everybody knows your business. Like, no, I don't give a heck. But when you're like the quiet, mysterious type, nobody knows what you're thinking, nobody knows what you're doing, nobody knows your moves. It makes them want to come closer to you. They want to know more. And the more you keep them at bay, the closer they want to come. So keep your life private. Don't share too much. People are watching you, believe it or not. Like you can be posting your stuff on Facebook and nobody likes it, but people have seen that thing. They've made an opinion about it. They probably even talk about it. Like you'd be surprised that there are people on your Facebook right now that you've never met in person that are talking about you in group chats. You've never met these people, but they have a whole group chat where they talk about you and what you post. Just because people don't engage with your post doesn't mean that they're not watching. I can't tell you how many times I've posted something on Facebook, 0 likes, 0 comments, and then someone will come to me like, oh my god, that thing you posted on Facebook was so funny. I'm like, this post? You mean this post that has 0 likes and 0 comments? So you saw it, you just didn't like engage. You know, people are watching, and whatever you're posting is creating an impact. So keep your life private. Don't share too much. Let me tell you, your life will be so much better when nobody knows your business and nobody is in your business.